the law, and you know your rights like never before. Yes, it is 21 minutes past the hour of 12 o'clock. Good afternoon to you, and welcome officially to the afternoon drive. Yes. Don't let us fight. It's too early Eve. Welcome to the afternoon drive by Channel FM 103.9. My name is Nikki Enabong, and of course, you know, I'm not alone in the studio. I've got my homegirl, delectable Eve.
Wait, we're homegirls now? I thought that was not your
It was just a warning, like, don't let us fight. It's too early in the day.
That's why I should burst my eardrums.
No, they have to know that we are clapping for them.
Yeah, I get it.
Because they are joining us on the show.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See,
let me not talk.
You don't, please.
I comment my reserve.
Please don't.
How are you, Sha? How was your weekend?
I'm good. Well, let's not even go into that weekend talk. But hey, I'm alive. I made it out.
I feel like I still need like a few hours of sleep.
Yeah,
cause Saturday night, my God.
See.
How do I even want to say anything?
Why?
I didn't get home till like almost 4 a.m. Sunday morning.
I went for you didn't go to church. Sinner.
See what's coming here.
We had service right here.
Come on, see, funny thing is, I actually planned on going to church, but the only thing was, so funny enough, I was at a wedding, and the plan was to go home, even if I had to go to church and then come back and sleep. But the rain decided to be an important factor.
Oh, that's true.
So it rained Saturday night, and then, you know, before getting a ride home by that time of the night and everything was, but I mean, I had fun. It was
yeah.
But the weather during the weekend just made me lazy, because I'm just like,
yeah. I think after work on Sunday, I was in bed for the most part.
Excuse me, what were you doing outside? Because first of all, the weather was just the weather just made everybody just, you know what, stay in your house, chillax.
I actually wanted to go play football on Sunday.
I miss playing basketball. Sadly, I can't play anymore.
I'm not gonna ask why.
But hey, I had a car accident, that's why. So I can't play anymore.
Sorry.
So
That's sad. Very sad, but sorry, I'm glad that at least we have you here. At least you can come on the radio. Yes, it's a Power Monday right here. Happy New Week.
Yes.
I do hope that this week is favorable for you.
Amen.
I do hope that you achieve everything that you set out to achieve this week. Super excited to be back here on the radio.
You missed one more spot.
What's that?
My bank account will increase.
Amen. Amen. I pray for you too, that your bank account will increase.
Yes, so
Eve has personalized that prayer, but
I pray for everybody. We all need it. Trust me. Everybody's eyes shaking.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Welcome to the Law FM Entertainment Daily Show. This is the show where we've got all the gist for you, from hot topics to entertainment news, everything on entertainment scene we talk about on the show today. But today, we have a special guest in the studio. See, I'm always very excited when we have a guest in the studio, and we have range, Eve.
Well,
we have range.
We have leg.
We have range. The people that we've had on the show, from artists to actors, and now we have a sports lawyer, an entertainment lawyer, and a tech lawyer, all in one in the studio.
A 3-in-1 baby. A 3-in-1 human being.
She's been laughing since we started the show. I think we're funny.
I think so.
We need to go and start doing comedy.
More like our own reality show.
Okay. Can you do the honors?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the one and the only 3-in-1 human being, that is a sports, entertainment, and a technology lawyer, the one and the only Beverley on your Gianna.
Oh my goodness, you ladies, I've been cracking up since I got here, but for good reason.
Hi.
I've never been called a 3-in-1 before.
Yeah, what's good? So see,
I quite like that. I'll add that to my profile.
See?
I'm a 3-in-1.
What's that in the basis on social media? We give a handicap. What for handicap? Hi,
nice to be here.
How are you doing today?
Amazing place, by the way. Law Radio, the first and only. Another drum roll. Applaudisses. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Great to be here.
Yes, absolutely. All right. let me start. I called her 3-in-1 first of all. I'm just like, because first of all, here's the reason why we called her 3-in-1 in case you're wondering. So she is into sports, entertainment, and technology, and she happens to be practicing all this. And then guess what? She is a founder of a football club. Like, yo,
where do we start from?
I don't even know where to start from because I feel like I found somebody to do IT.
I can't afford you.
No, the only part I know I'll be participating is the sports
and the entertainment.
Funny enough,
I think all three.
All three. Chop knuckle clicks.
Yes.
At least I know that my major might be entertainment and sports. Technology might just be a one-off. Like, let me just have an idea, so somebody will not buy me when I want to, But the correlation is 3 different fields.
Not at all, though. It's not.
It's not?
No, not at all.
Okay, so please.
Not at all. So
tell us the connection.
The connection. So, as you know, technology underpins everything we do right now.
Yeah.
From education to agriculture to even legal services, right? In fact, some people talking about how robots are going to be taking over lawyers' roles. I don't think so. but AI, artificial intelligence, is playing a massive role in helping us do our work better. Legal research is so much faster and so on. So when you look at how sports, entertainment, and technology intertwine, first of all, sports is a subsector of entertainment, or maybe I would say sports is even bigger because you've got the gaming, you've got all the events like wrestling and football matches, and they all have entertainment interspersed. You look at Super Bowl, look at the entertainment they provide at halftime. So sports and entertainment go together like rice and stew, right? And then technology is what helps deliver that to the masses. You can watch on your phone, etc. That nearly fell down, but it's all good. So they are so intertwined. It's not as divergent as you think. They come together nicely, like a confluence town, like Benue, right? It's the melting pot, and that's where I see myself at the middle of the creative sector, and I just love how they all blend, and yay, that's why I'm a 3-in-1. She's going to take that with her. She's going to introduce herself as a 3-in-1. Oh, hi, I'm your 3-in-1. We love it. Absolutely love it. You've been practicing for 15 years. How did you get into that space? Yeah. So sorry to cut you. I want to believe that you got into it at a time when it wasn't as popular as it is right now. We really know of a lot of entertainment lawyers or sport lawyers or tech lawyers. So how was that for you? So my journey didn't actually start off with the law. It did because I studied that at university, but I ran away initially. I was like, oh my god, I've got big shoes to fill because my dad and who he is, he's a son, quite well known in Nigeria. So I said, I want to forge my own path. I don't want to be a second best or inferior version of him. So I went in to do something else like compliance, which is all about making people do the right thing, but just not legal. But then the attraction was too much, the pull. So I ended up getting sucked back in, I would say halfway through a 15-year career, and I went into law, and I tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if it was the right decision. I found myself thinking, have I made a mistake leaving what I know? But then I had already started the football club 10 years back. In fact, it's 10 years this year. I'm so excited we're still here. 10 years. Let's talk about that club. We're getting there. So someone said to me, but haven't you heard about agents and clubs are doing so well abroad anyway, maybe not here. And I thought, got a point, did some research, and then of course, as you have it, there is an area called sports law, contracts, the players being moved back and forth, and beyond just that, there's so much more involved in sports law. There's people who build stadiums, people who do investments. So I thought this is a good area to get into. So I did some research and said, okay, I'm going to go into sports law. The imposter syndrome of it, that's a different story. I dealt with that in one way or the other, but thank God we're still here, and so I know that when it comes to a career like yours, like you rightly mentioned about agencies and how people get in touch with athletes and all that. Now this is always a question because you're in a career path where anybody that hears entertainment lawyer, sports lawyer, they first
the first person they think of is a man.
Absolutely. It's male dominated.
It's male dominated.
Sure.
Now, I know you obviously have clients who you are representing and all that. Now, the first thing I want to ask you is the meeting, when you first meet these clients and the reaction, because first of all, when they hear, oh, this person is going to be your lawyer, blah 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 blah, the first thing that comes to them, like, a woman. Are you sure? How has that been for you? Like, how did you react to those kind of meetings, and then how were you able to grow and show people that, you know what, I am actually capable of doing what I know how to do?
That is an amazing question. Because now you tend to interact with clients way before you meet, especially as COVID and everything. So the first interaction begins usually on the phone. And yes, in the beginning, I would get the sense that they're not taking me seriously, or sometimes condescending somewhat, like, do you really know what you're doing? Yeah, I did get that, or treating me with a little bit of humor. But I'm one of those people that just loves to work. I love to work. I love to deliver. Okay, that's something about me. I love to deliver. So as time goes by, they see that, okay, she's a little bit intense. So she's pulling her weight. It's sad and unfortunate that women still have to prove themselves and justify their space. But it is what it is. So, we are carrying that burden. But I do like to think that, eventually people just realize that people are people. You have competent men and women the same way you have incompetent men and incompetent women. Let it be about the person, not about gender. Let's get away from this gender politics and basing things on gender. But I'm very proud, yes, to be one of the few women practicing and doing it well, and I do hold my own with the men.
I love that.
Okay, yeah, so if you're just tuning in, yes, we've been talking to Beverley Agbakoba Onye Jaya.
You guys,
clap for me. And we've been talking about, sports entertainment, because she's a sports entertainment and tech lawyer at Olisa Agbakoba Legal. And we've been talking about her journey, getting into the sports entertainment and technology space. And you also are a founder of the Lagos Tigers Football Club.
Yes.
Yes, so it's a youth academy. Yes. And I want to ask, how did you where did you get the inspiration from to set up something like this?
My child, my first son, he was 3 at the time. He's now nearly 13.
Okay.
And I just thought I need to find something for him to do, and I believe in children being exposed to sports early. It's not like I was sporting myself when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like I'm making up for what I didn't. I'm living vicariously, and I just always felt I would love to have very sporty children that don't shy away from being a bit active. So that led me indirectly into setting up the club. I didn't have any intention of setting up a club. Like, if I knew then now, oh my God, I would probably run away.
Okay.
But I'm so glad I didn't know. Sometimes there's a joy in not knowing everything in the future, because your future can scare you sometimes. Just be brave enough to take little steps and see where you go. And then the support I've had has been incredible. Gosh, the number of people that have helped me on my journey, I can't begin to thank them all now. But support, I did not do this on my own. Like, that would be, I'm taking credit for far too much. My team, my amazing team, my friends, family, they've all played a part in what it is today. So I thank them all, and I thank you guys too for letting me hear it.
I was a little sad when I saw it was just for boys and girls between 13 and 17. I was like,
it was 3
3 and 17. I was like, I could be signed. I could be a star. It's not too late. It's not. I mean, okay, so before we talk about, we know you are also, I feel like I should add this to 4 in 1. Like, she's an author too. Yeah. But before I go into that, let me ask you a very tricky, more like 1 or 2 trickish questions.
Please ask away, ask.
What's your favorite sport?
Ooh, okay. The sport to watch. There's different. Sport to watch.
No, you don't participate. Okay, watch.
When I was younger, it was ice skating.
Oh, okay. Now
to watch football.
Who's your club?
My Lagos Tigers, of course.
No, I know.
Okay, who do I support?
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. It used to be Arsenal because my husband supported Arsenal, but now I would say Man City.
I love to meet your husband. Because I'm an Arsenal fan, so I don't understand what he actually. I really don't.
I'm clearly not a true fan.
Yes.
Not a true blood.
But I mean, okay, so if you had one opportunity to participate in one sport,
What would it be? I could really go all the way.
Yes.
Ooh, gosh. Thinking.
should we give you options?
Yeah, give me options.
Volleyball, tennis, wow, football,
Tennis.
Tennis.
Okay.
Yeah, tennis.
All right.
Tennis.
I mean, you'll be, bringing home some Grand Slam titles, stuff, you know what I mean? But now let's get to your book,
Okay.
right? So you've published numerous articles and materials, and
Yes,
now
I have.
A to Z of sports law in Nigeria.
Mm.
Because we know that when it comes to sports in our country, it's a lot of mix and match. It's oil and water. They go together, but they don't mix,
Right.
obviously. But it's how were you able to? Because books like this, when it comes to our kind of crowd, some people are definitely interested to see what exactly, because especially now, people find it very interesting that a lot of women can actually come out and talk about football or talk about sports like it's nobody expects, especially when they see you a certain time, like so you can talk about football.
There's still that, like, really?
I get it too.
Yes, I'm sure.
I actually get it too.
I'm
So
sure.
now your book, what was the acceptance like?
What was the acceptance? Well, there's two levels of acceptance. There's I would call it the social audio acceptance. And then, it's true, because it's very easy to show support, and I'm still grateful, please. It's not like I'm not. Audio acceptance is where there's like just people talking about it, making a buzz, but buying it and reading it is quite another thing. And I know I always get discouraged here, like, Nigerians don't read, but that's not really true. That's not true. I think it's just a function of doing your marketing well, writing interesting things that will be engaging. So we're still on it. I mean, the book is definitely out. It's interesting because since this one has come out, more people are finding the old one, and I love that. Like how you find the old because of the new one. So I guess it just shows you that life is like really a journey. Just because you create something now doesn't mean there will be immediate acceptance. When you look at people like Mozart, the composer, it was 300 years after he died that his work got picked up and became popular. I mean, I'm not waiting 300 years, right, for people to, but it just tells you that there's a waiting process that you can't run away from. So you just keep on, putting the word out there and raising awareness. That's just what it is, really. And that's what I'm about. I like to raise awareness. I like to share knowledge. People on WhatsApp know me. Constantly sharing. I'm like CNN. Always sharing.
I mean,
info,
no one is above learning. We're all learning till we go 6 feet under.
Right?
So where can people find your book?
Okay, so I'm holding it out, although I know you can't see.
No, they can see you live.
Oh my God, they can see me! Okay, hi.
Are you trying to compose yourself?
Yes, it's too late. I'm like, it's too late. It's all good. But so you can find this on our website directly, www.ol.law/books. And we've also got Stockist, Legal Niger. Shout out to him, awesome guy. And Book Nook Ltd. Book Nook. So 2 Stockists for now, and directly from the website.
Okay.
Yes. So you must pick up a copy. It's a guide. It's just practical knowledge about the entertainment industry that you wouldn't know unless you went deep into it.
Especially if you're coming from the business aspect.
Very business focused.
All right. So now before we, you have a podcast platform.
I do. Although it's been a year since I recorded.
You need to come back.
I need to.
So it's called Develop Your A Game. What came about, and then the title?
Okay, so why did I do the podcast? I love the radio. I love voices. I'm fascinated by just conversations. And people used to say, you've got a radio voice. So I was like, I love chatting apparently I sound nice, so maybe I should do podcasts.
Hype yourself.
If I don't, you will.
Right. She's absolutely right. So please go ahead.
So yeah, COVID came, and you know what happened? People were just like, kept at home. People didn't know what to do with themselves, and someone like me, rather than just sit around, I just said, you know what? Let me use this time to create a podcast. Develop your A game. It's a play on my name, Amaka. A game, sports, bring that oomph, that acceleration, everything. So yeah, and I'm all about personal development. It's my main. It's like an obsession I have. I've been reading DIY self-help books since I was like in university. I'm obsessed with continuous development. So I felt like, okay, let me share my obsession with the world, but more so, let me showcase black people of excellence. I'm also all about black excellence. No offense to any other race. I love all races, but I just feel like our black stories do not get told enough.
You're right.
So it's to inspire, it's to motivate people to be better. And that's why I started it. So it's really about getting guests to come on, like kind of like this singer, and talk about the great things they're doing.
So look up. I just might be on Develop Your A Game.
You should come on. It's been
maybe she's the one who's going to drag you back into
I just might. You never know.
Exactly.
I mean, it's I love the fact that a podcast like this is that, and then for someone coming out like doing what you do, being a sports, entertainment, and technology practitioner. But now, you know what? Let's talk about the sports and entertainment part, because I know that those are the aspects of industries that people are really interested in. And as much as we have people who are sports stars, you have superstars in the entertainment industry. It's sad, but it's true. But a lot of them don't know how to handle their own, when it comes to intellectual properties, when it comes to you're in the sports industry but you don't understand the business side of it. You don't know what you're going to do, your contract. Especially contracts. That's what we talk about.
I mean because this has happened a lot, especially in the Nigerian entertainment industry, where you find that an artist who has been signed to maybe a particular record label will come out when his contract is not up, and there's a whole lot of controversy and everything.
Absolutely.
I feel like people need to understand the technicality.
They do before going in, and also that aversion to getting a lawyer. I think people see us as cost centers. They think we're a waste of time. They think, just go and do a Google search for a contract. I'll just go on Google and I'll send you a contract and you can look at it. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. I didn't go to law school for you to just give me a cut and paste contract. There's so many nuances about your commercial terms. Your agreement could be very different to the next person.
Of course.
There's no one size fits all. People need to understand it's all different. You need to protect your interests, right? But people don't see it that way. They just think, I'll just go cut them. I think there is a lack of respect for intellectual property and the mind, like professional services. It's only when we can feel and hold something that we value it. We need to value professional thinking services as well, because they can get you out of trouble. A very well drafted contract can save you, but a badly drafted contract or one off the internet, oh my goodness, you'll be locked in that contract for like 10 years. You won't even know.
Exactly what she said, what Nikki said about, especially in the entertainment industry, a lot of them, out of the excitement, oh my God, I'm just getting
taking the picture, sign.
Nobody's actually reading. That's the problem, because I remember I went somewhere and they gave me a contract and I was like, I don't know, like, I don't know what. I'm like, thank you very much. I'm like, thank you very much, but I'm going to read it line by line, word for word.
I'm really professional.
And you know what I
speak to my lawyer.
What I do sometimes, like, even if I see some terms that I don't understand, I either call a lawyer friend, or I check online and find out the context in which that word, because out of excitement, there was a time it was trending. One popular artist actually literally signed his life away.
Yes, it happens so much.
So I think this is another aspect of the law that a lot of people, especially in sports, technology, entertainment industry, they need to because a lot of people out of excitement just
they just
sign me. I'm like, oh my god,
they really just glance through the documents and be like,
Some people let's sign.
Yes, because people are so excited about, like, now creative industry, people are getting endorsement deals. Don't get me wrong, I'm so excited to see our Africans, our Nigerians doing well, being signed up. But please, it's important for you to send the message that, I got this endorsement deal and my lawyer read it. So it sends the message that due diligence is important. It's not just about getting the deal. The deal could be a terrible one, but no one would know. All the optics are on, I got signed. Yeah. So we need to make sure it's a balanced view. We're putting out there, right? Get signed, but get signed well. Have your lawyer, in fact, have your lawyers in the photo shoot. So I wouldn't mind. I'll be with you or I'll be signing, so your rights are protected. That's the most important thing.
All right. We've learned a lot today. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie.
This your internship that you want to do. You have started.
You have no idea.
Developing your A game.
I have no idea. I actually like this because I know it's actually in this part of the world. It is one thing that we really don't talk about
enough.
When it comes, enough, because when it comes to signing contracts and I say, oh my God, Nikki's my friend. Oh, what we're entering business together. That's another aspect because it's just like us. Okay, Nikki and I work together. Nikki says, okay, please come and be a representative for my brand, right? But I'll say, it's Nikki now, not
let me just do it.
No, you have to sign even with friends, family, anyone, just
have it on paper.
Like, I think we need to learn to compartmentalize. Don't mix business and pleasure unless you have a well-drawn contract. So don't think it's because it's my mom, it's cool. No, there should still be some kind of agreement, because sadly things happen. People get ill, people pass on, related parties to the people you're signing with, they can come and say, well, because it's my partner you signed with, I'm also entitled to something. So you need to really draw out clear terms on what is expected, how long is this relationship. All relationships will end at some point.
True.
So
very true. And most importantly, always talk to your lawyer.
Please, a good one.
A good one.
No, but actually
not all lawyers are created equal.
Not like our 4-in-1 like here,
Eve is laughing. So I just had to get that out there.
Not all the lawyers are created equal. Like, I didn't like it.
Like, you're not gonna get a divorce lawyer to read through your football contract. I'm sorry. It's like you're not gonna go to a gynecologist for an earache. There are different specializations in the law. There's so many. So be aware. Be square.
Okay. I see you. All right. So it's I really enjoyed this chat, and I'm wishing that Time was a very nice person, but sadly she's not on our side. But before you go, let's find out where you are. Social media, Facebook,
Instagram.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at MaxxyB, MaxxyB. Same handle on Instagram, MaxxyB. I'm on Facebook. My full name, Beverley Agbakoba Onyejianya. And also follow the law firm, OAL Nigeria, Olisa Agbakoba Legal. And I'm on LinkedIn as well. I'm everywhere, literally. If you
Snapchat.
I'm not on
TikTok.
No.
So you're everywhere.
Okay, I'm not everywhere.
Everywhere. We'll probably name apps that you probably
right? Oh my goodness, that's true. I'm kind of, okay, let me not say that. I'm meant to be a tech lawyer, so, I'm meant to be with it.
That shoot yourself outside. But we've had a very great time. We had an interesting time, and we're looking forward to seeing you more often. Actually, when it comes to that, because now there's a lot of things going on, especially on social media. People calling themselves out on contracts. So maybe one day we might just decide to drag you back in.
I would love that very soon, actually.
Contracts here, then. That's what I like to call
we
it.
actually have a call, so let's go to the phone lines before we wrap up. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello?
Okay. Hello, can you hear us?
Hello.
All right, Gremlins and Village People are mixing in the mix.
Oh no.
All right, so thank you so much, Beverley.
Oh, pleasure.
And we're
So
definitely looking forward to having you more and more often. Don't worry, me personally, I'll definitely drag you back inside here.
I would be glad to be back. Thank you.
Let's try this
Hello?
again. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi.
This person just wants to hear
Hello?
us. Okay, yeah, the network is probably messing up. Or like maybe from there or here.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be. But we had a great time.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you
did I.
so
Thanks for
much.
having me.
Love
Thank
the
you.
conversation. Thank you so much for
care.
sharing your knowledge with us.
not
Absolutely.
at all.
I mean, we're a station that gives you what? Knowledge and entertainment.
Okay, for the next hour, you know DJ Carlos is in the studio and he's going to be playing you some pure Niger vibes. Of course, you know the afternoon drive goes all the way to 4 p.m. today, so keep your dial locked on to your station for knowledge and entertainment. This is Law FM 103.9.